Now, let me be honest with you guys. Will I be upset personally? As you guys know how big of a fan I am, will I personally be upset that if this game was delayed a little bit, if it said coming soon? Absolutely. Greetings, Mr. Haggis, the number with good you're sitting on black to another Resident Evil 4 remake video. Now, guys, I know this is actually my first video I'm actually recording this year, like recording. I've been doing live streams still, no problems, on every Saturday midnight, be there. So some new development has actually come in the mix since I've actually made my last Resident Evil 4 remake video. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually discuss some of them. But before we get into this video, we're gonna have to put this on. Okay, I don't know about y'all, but man, this jacket is still my ish. So there's a couple of things we actually want to go over. So some of the things, the very first thing I want to go over actually is the release date of Resident Evil 4 remake. Now, this is on Steam. Okay, now I'm actually gonna put it here on my screen. I have it pre-ordered, okay? So this currently shows planned release date coming soon. Now, I was streaming and someone actually said this in the chat and a lot of people were scared, okay? Now, let me be honest with you guys. Will I be upset personally? As you guys know how big of a fan I am, will I personally be upset that if this game was delayed a little bit, if it said coming soon? Absolutely not. Okay, and here's why. If a game developer says that they're going to delay a game or anything like that, that means that they have noticed something, a bug or something that was a little too obvious, that if they caught it, then more than likely we will as well. There's been some games that have a release date and they've been extended a little bit, and yeah, you know, like I would say some games should have been delayed, like, you know, Cyberpunk for one when it first came out, but it was delayed for many years. But anyway, that's besides the point. So if this was legit, okay, coming soon, would I be upset that it got delayed? Absolutely not. Okay, that means if they notice something, hey, take your time, Capcom. Do not rush it. Okay, do not rush it. Especially if all the remakes that you have created, which is Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 1 remake, Resident Evil 2 remake, great games, Resident Evil 3 remake, arguably debatable. We're not gonna get into that. Take your time with 4. Take your time with 4. This game was rated at one point the greatest game of all time. You can't mess this up, okay? So, but at the same time, let's be real here. What does coming soon mean? It means later on. March 24th is still later on. I don't know why they changed that. Whatever, not my spiel, whatever. I still am having March 24th being the day. And mind you, it better, because I got the 23rd, the 24th, and 25th off, including that Sunday as well, off so I can fully focus on playing this game. I'm even gonna take a break from the gym. So this game better release on that, but that's besides the point. I can still change my days. So I wanted to just discuss that. I've heard about it. Right now it's a rumor, but at the same time, like I said, it's coming soon. Just because the date is not there does not mean that it's not coming, okay? For PS5 and everything, it still says the date is March 24th. So I don't know. Plus, at the same time, let's be real here as fans. Let's wait until Capcom themselves officially say it. Let's relax a little bit. Let the game do its thing. Mind you, we're already we're basically almost hitting that 2-month mark as the time of this video, 2-month mark of the game coming out. So let's relax a little bit. And like I always say, let's embrace the hype that we're experiencing and the butterflies for this game. You know what I'm saying? Because we're only going to experience this one time. Mind you, it has already been 4 years since Resident Evil 2 Remake came out. Okay. And I remember when that hype was built up. So let's relax a little bit and let this excitement boil. Let's continue on going up. So when the game comes out, that's really a pun. When the game comes out, explode. You guys get what I'm saying. Let's relax a little bit. I still think the game is still gonna come out on March 24th. Unless Capcom themselves say something, I don't think we should worry about it. Let's not take it too much. Next, now with the green screen up, we're gonna have, you know, the Resident Evil 4 remake gameplay play behind me in the background. You guys know how to do these, you know, these just talking videos and everything. I'm not no big, huge editor that can just put different stuff in different screens and all that stuff like that. It's amazing what a lot of these editors can do. But anyway, so we're gonna be talking. You guys know how I make my videos, okay? Of course, I just want to show. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to show off that background of the other Resident Evil posts that I got back there. So now there's gameplay changes that I want to discuss with you. 2 in particular, right? So the knife durability and then the parry system, okay? So the knife durability has had a lot of opinions that people didn't like it because, of course, in the original, the knife was an infinite use weapon. It didn't take up any of the inventory. It was another arsenal of Leon that you were able to use. And as we all know, that's basically the god's weapon towards Satan himself when you're fighting against Krauser, because it's an easy bout after that. At the end of the day, what do I think about the knife durability personally? Personally, I will say this, I actually do like it, okay? So we can't necessarily always depend on it. And let's be real, there's actually a part here in the extended gameplay where, you know, Leon bends down and like stabs one of the villagers. So it seems like it's also an instant kill, you know, from what that's looking like. So looking at that, maybe some durability, of course, is necessary in this. Plus, it's also some realistic. There are a lot of knives, of course, that it's not gonna take, you know, a lot of, you know, attacks, whatever. You guys going where I'm going with this, right? So we can't be too upset about it, but at the same time, everyone has their opinions. Everyone is abided by the opinions, including mine, because I'm saying here that I don't mind the durability. A lot of people were saying no, I don't want the durability. I personally don't mind it. Now, I don't know if, we do not know when it comes to like this knife, it's gonna be like Resident Evil 2 Remake, where you have the knife and when you use it on an enemy, you know what I'm saying, after you kill the enemy, can you get it back, kind of thing. So it seems like Leon will always have this knife, but he won't be able to use it if that durability is down, right? And then he still, he still gets to keep it, but he probably can't do an insta kill on a villager. He probably won't be able to do a parry, you know what I'm saying, for what we're gonna talk about next. Like, so there's more than likely levels of that durability to where, like, okay, the durability, makes sense. And it also, let's be real here, it creates another challenge in the game. So you can't always depend on the parry system. You can't always depend on getting, breaking free out of a grab, you know what I'm saying? Who knows what the villagers do if Leon doesn't have, his knife, to break free, like it shows here that, he can just kick him off and everything like that. He can't always break free. But of course, in the original, Leon will get, choke slam basically to the ground if you didn't fight back. And here, when he gets grabbed, his health gradually goes down. So I wonder, what do the villagers do to kill Leon, basically? That's another one of the things I'm actually curious, because I know I'm gonna do like my own time frame of just sitting here and basically watch Leon die a chunk of times, just so I can see how this man dies. Okay, and I've already made a video on how I want the brutal deaths has to be back. But I think one of the playtesters have said that they're back. Next thing, the parry system. So now the producer of Resident Evil 4 Remake has confirmed that the parry system is going to be like the big thing in this game. Okay, he's already said that. He said something along the lines of little to no QTEs are in the game. And I'm not gonna lie with you, that was kind of like one of my things where I was kind of like, dang it, because I personally enjoyed them. And the reason why I enjoyed them is because there's a game I grew up with called Shenmue that I saw QTEs with, and that, I'm not gonna lie, that was a fun little aspect in that game because it made you pay attention, but hey, I'm cool if they don't have it or anything. At least we got something, because what I look at here in the parry system, it seems like you really got to be on your ish, because like them things pop up really quick. A lot of people are in agreement that they are happy that the QTEs are not in there. Okay, I can respect their opinions. Okay, I personally hopefully maybe can see hopefully maybe one or two. I'm cool with that. But at the same time, of course, there's a part of me that's like, dang it, but hey, but that's okay. But it's not necessarily a gameplay change or anything. Like, it's just something I wanted to talk about more, because a lot of people, I would look at like some comments and everything every now and again on multiple content creators videos and everything, and that's how I mostly get some of these rants. And like I said, I don't write a script. Everything is on here, on top of here. I'm just talking, guys. So of course, as you can see here, like, the break free, you know what I'm saying? So in the durability, as you guys can see, the durability health went down on that too. So who knows what will happen if Leon just gets, just caught, he doesn't have his knife, if he's low on health. It's a lot of speculation on like, okay, what the heck happens? And of course, you got like the insta kill that's about to happen right here. Leon goes down there. Now, does the durability go down at this part? Okay, so the durability doesn't go down here, but at the same time, this is just the early gameplay. Who knows if that's gonna be one of the things that's gonna, change when the gameplay actually comes out. And of course, like I said, I have this in the loop, so you're gonna see that, in the background there. So anyway, so the next thing I want to talk about, guys, okay, there's a couple of things, okay? It's been said that it's been confirmed that someone has made a return to Resident Evil 4. Not Krauser. I will get into that a little bit, but at the same time, I've read the articles, I read a lot of I watched a lot of content creators videos and everything like that. Plus, not only that, playtesters have already told us that Krauser's in the game. But I understand why you would want to hear it from Capcom themselves. But I'm not gonna get too much more into that. I have actually made a video on Krauser is Resident Evil 4, so he has to be in the game. That's been confirmed, so I'm not gonna beat a dead horse on that. But apparently this was confirmed a little bit ago. Now, I do not know if it's been confirmed by the actual people at Capcom themselves, but it's an article that I found, okay? Now, the article that I found is basically stating right here, Resident Evil 4 Remake confirms return of popular villain. This is by the homie Richard Breslin. I hope I'm saying his name right. Okay, it's an article that he wrote, and it's basically saying legendary series villain Albert Wesker has been confirmed for the Resident Evil 4 Remake, to no surprise whatsoever. Now, the thing about this article that made me like, oh, okay, makes sense, was because I think I said it like briefly that on all the characters that I don't think is gonna be like an issue, like, yeah, they're gonna make their return, is Albert Wesker, because at the same time, who's Ada's working for if she's here, Same with Krauser. I was like, so, and plus Albert Wesker has his own agenda on why he wants to Las Plagas and all that other jazz, you know what I'm saying? So like, at the end of the day, it was when I read this article and I was like, okay, that makes sense. However, now this is something that I didn't know. So it said here in this article that Wesker might sound a little different than before. In the original, he was voiced by Richard Wog, and I hope I'm saying that right. And it said, as confirmed on IMDb, which we're gonna get into a little conversation about that in a little bit. He will be voiced by Connor Fogarty, and I hope I'm saying that name right, okay? And he said this would be his second time voicing Wesker because he voiced Wesker in the Dead by Daylight DLC, which I'm not gonna lie, that DLC was BS because Wesker was way too overpowered. But anyway, that's besides the point. So that article stood out to me on that. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, I know Wesker's coming back. At that point, I was like, okay, well, who's the voice actor's gonna be? Now, if this confirms it, then cool. But I do know IMDb can be a little bit wrong on their cast and the voice actors and stuff like that. Speaking of that, okay, now this article says it too, and I think this article got it from the same part that I got it, is that Nicole Tompkins, okay, this is like I said I was going to talk about this. Nicole Tompkins is set to play the role of Ashley Graham. Now, it hasn't been 100% confirmed by Capcom or any official documentation or anything like that. I do know that IMDb, that website, can be wrong. Plus, it's easily editable. You know what I'm saying? You can easily edit it. Editable. You can easily edit it, right? So I understand that. So I had to take it with a grain of salt. And I even said in my comments in that video that I'm not 100% sure, but it's just what it said on that website. And I was going along off with that. Plus, the main one we already knew was Nick Apostolidis returning as Leon, right? And I think I was like one of the first content creators that showed who was the character model for Ashley Graham, which is Ella Freya. I think I will take pride in that because I didn't see any other video that posted that until I did. So I'll take pride in that. But as for the voice actress for her, a lot of people were saying that Nicole Tompkins sounds a little bit, well, Hunnigan actually sounds a little bit like Nicole Tompkins. Now, who's to say that she doesn't voice both? We have seen in multiple of these remakes and everything that these characters do, or these character models and everything, these actors and voice actors, they don't just voice or play one character. You know what I'm saying? So these are voice actors. They can change their voice at whim, but of course you can hear a hint of that. You know what I'm saying? For example, we know Nick Apostolidis is voicing as Leon, but you can tell that he's not using like the same like tone that he did with young Leon in Resident Evil 2 Remake. He sounds a little bit older, he sounds more mature, a lot more experienced. You can tell by just hearing this voice like, okay, Leon knows some stuff now, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully you guys understand where I'm going with that. I don't know, I'm pretty sure he found the same thing here. And this article was made back in January 9th, okay? So just recently, okay? So I'm hoping that that's the case. Hopefully that website is not wrong, because I even said in my comments that if I am wrong, I'll make a video stating that, okay, I was wrong. It is not Nicole Tompkins. I don't want to be wrong on a lot of this stuff, but guys, I'm excited for the game. So I'm just going with a lot of things that I see, especially voice actors and voice actresses. Like, we already know that Ada is not going to be the same voice actress. It's going to be someone different. She does sound fine, but like I said, it was only like one little cutscene, a little bit of her that we heard. I don't want to be a dead horse about that, but I want to talk about that because it was a talk in one of my videos and like in the comments. And I understand that website can get some things wrong. I hope that they're not wrong. And if, like I said, if Nicole Tompkins is voicing Homegirl, it's gonna be, I don't know if she's gonna sound as annoying, you know, like, you know, good old, you know, Sandy Cheeks, you know. So I was like, and plus I love Nicole Tompkins. I don't want to tell Ashley to shut up, but it's Nicole Tompkins, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that, but hey, that's the fun part of the game. Okay, next, this is the big part right here, and there's still some things unconfirmed, but this was confirmed. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go to this article right here. And this article was released on January 3rd. Now, this was a part where that got me when I was reading this article earlier today. So, the remake producer, Yoshiaki Hirabayashi, I love that freaking name, just saying his last name, just sounds freaking, wow. Okay, anyway, that's the producer of this game, man, I'm sorry. But anyway, so, he said, now, of course, now we know the development team that made Resident Evil 2 Remake is also making this one. However, this is actually new, and I didn't know that they were doing this. So he said that the development team, they're divided into independent subgroups, as he says here in this article, to develop, and this is where it's confirmed. The village, the castle, the island. And this is coming from his own mouth, okay? So now, right there, of us hearing that rumor, we can finally lay that rumor to rest, as this article is saying, and it's true. The island has been confirmed. Now, he goes on in this article talking, he's saying that rather than saying, oh, this bit that we struggled with making the original due to technological limitations that we can now perfect, we took 100 individual small elements that make up original gameplay experience and remade and polished those building blocks. Now, when I read that, main thing that a lot of Resident Evil 4 fans, and I think you all can agree with me, was that the island was a bit too, well, I'm not gonna say a bit, heavily action-packed when it got to a certain part, okay? And then after that, the scare factor really just went away. I'm hoping just like, and I'm gonna beat a dead horse. If you go into any content creators' comments, you're always gonna find this one comment, is that they hope that the action element will be at least turned off all the way, or at least slimmed down on the island portion, okay? I know a lot of the rumors was making the island was probably going to be cut off and it was going to be in, like into a lab or something like that, which the island actually had a laboratory in it, or a laboratory portion in it, you know what I'm saying? So at the same token, I do hope that with the island, if you're gonna make a little bit of action, I'm cool with that, considering like the skills and everything that Leon knows. I'm gonna expect some action-packed stuff. Now, the village, best part of the game. Castle, I hate it due to like a couple of rooms in the castle. Plus, it's the longest freaking part in the game. That's one of the reasons why I hate the castle. And the village, no, I'm sorry, not the village. The island part is not bad until you get to the part where you meet Mike. After that, action-packed, way too heavy. I was like, all right, man. You know, I mean, plus in the beginning, of course, you see JJ and everything there. You know, the first time you get there, so it's like the action kind of starts there, but. You know, but then it slims down when you can finally go inside and it's like got the horror aspect, you know what's coming, and then of course you meet the regenerators and everything. And speaking as I was saying, when it comes to confirmations, we still do not know about the regenerator yet. So we know the island's here. That's the one thing we know. We don't know if JJ's in the game, which I was asking one of my live streams, which enemy would I not mind them cutting? And the first thing I said was JJ. I wouldn't mind them cutting him. But U3, I hope U3 stays. But my top enemy stays 100%. It's got to be the regenerators. I really want to hear and see how they made this thing. Okay, if they did. Literally the most, in my opinion, that and the U3, one of the most terrifying creatures in both Resident Evil 4. Okay, and plus I think I was like. Plus, U3 was actually a tough boss for me, only because like Leon doesn't run, he jogs, and that thing moves. I will say that those haven't been confirmed or anything like that, but at least we know the island is here. And if they're saying that they're keeping it as close to the original as possible, I can only assume that the regenerators are in there and the U3 is in there. Okay, we already know the Verdugo's in there, and that was one of my top dogs, but we still don't know about the Garada, or Wolverine as I call him. We still don't know if he's there. We don't know if the Navistadors are in there, which is those invisible insects, which I freaking hate. Literally the enemy that gave me the most problems in that game, 100%. We do not know if they're in yet. Okay, and they showed up in the castle, so we don't even know yet. And then the regenerators, Navistador, no, Gyarados, Gyarados, whatever, yeah, you guys know what I mean. Wolverine, the Navistador, U3, and regenerators. So we do not know about those 4 enemies just yet. Okay, now with the island being confirmed, we don't know if the U3 or the regenerator, of course, is in there. So that hasn't been confirmed yet. So little by little, we're getting pieces of this game, you know, slowly revealing itself before it comes out. So the last thing I want to talk about, the very last thing, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people have this question, is when do I think the demo is coming? Or do I think a demo is coming? I do believe, yes, a demo is coming. Now when? I honestly 100% believe, knowing Capcom, as hyped as this game is, I do believe we will get a remake. I do believe it is going to be in March, and I believe it's probably, I want to say maybe 2 weeks, maybe a week before the game comes out, and I feel like it's going to be just a one-shot demo like they did Resident Evil 2 Remake. Now, someone said in my stream that it was confirmed that a demo was coming out and it's going to be like that, but I didn't read that article. I didn't see that article. I didn't see it or anything like that. If it's been seen, hey, send it to me in the comments. Show me a link, something. I would gladly like to see it. But and I would like to read about it. But at the same token, I didn't see anything on that. But at the same time, if they make the one-shot demo, and I know Resident Evil 2 Remake one-shot demo was an hour, which gave you plenty of time to explore, do what you got to do, find a way out, or complete the demo, etc., etc. Which the demo wasn't really that long, but it got you a good piece of it. And plus, it came out like right before the game came out, so it got you extra hype. And then when the game came out, y'all know we hopped on it. So I think it's gonna be the same thing with this one. But apparently, when it said 20 minutes, something tells me that the demo is probably gonna be to the part. You won't see the cabin part, because that's gonna be a part where, of course, we're gonna explore. We're probably going to start maybe when we get to the village. They may allow us to maybe go to walk through the trail going to the village, like we saw it, like we see in the gameplay. Maybe they'll show like a little. We'll probably be able to show a little bit of that, and then we'll probably go into the village fight. Or if not, that we'll probably start right there in the village. We walk a little bit and we start the fight. Maybe, I don't know how they do the demo, but something tells me this will be the main part, of course, because it's the main advertised part of this whole build up and everything. So. And of course, with the 20 minutes, we're gonna want to maybe drag the fight on a little bit, look around the village a little bit. We're gonna want to, make content about the demo and everything. I already know that Capcom doesn't want to. If you want to see something, you better look. And of course, maybe something tells me that while we're trying to observe and look at things, we got villagers all up on our booty cracks and everything like that. Pause. But you guys know what I mean. Like we can't. Like it's gonna be hard to do anything. I was like, so. And if that's the case, that's a good challenge. I respect Capcom for doing that. Don't get me wrong. Considering that if I believe that it's going to be like a week or maybe 2 weeks before the game comes out, I think we will get our fill on that we finally got something. And then, okay, the game comes out in a little bit. Then cool. Let's get some beautiful sleep. And then wait for the 24th to get here. Just another Resident Evil 4 Remake talking rant video and everything like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, this is me just talking on top of the dome, no script, it's just me chatting with you guys as you guys were sitting here right in front of me. But anyway, guys, I want to talk about these pieces right here, release date and everything. I don't think the release date is changed. I still think it's the same. Until we hear from Capcom themselves, I'm not gonna freaking worry about it. Next thing, of course, you know, the knife durability and the parry system. I do think they are actually unique. I like the knife durability. That's cool. That's cool. I actually personally like that. And with the parry system, I enjoy that too, because it gives you a chance to defend against these guys, you know, with Leon, you know what I'm saying? It gives you a chance, and I do personally like that. So it's not like Leon has to, like, you know, run up and then back up when they're about to swing or anything like that. And I do not know if, like, you know, the Visa, if these guys, you know, throw their axes and everything, you can shoot out the air. I don't know. We haven't seen that. That'd be cool if they kept that in too. And then, of course, you know, Albert Wesker's confirmed, Krauser's confirmed, and then we also have, hopefully, if I'm right, Nicole Tompkins is Ashley Graham. Okay. And then lastly, of course, we went over that the island has been confirmed, and it's been confirmed by the producer himself. So when it comes to a lot of things that we can count on, of all these things that I just said, we at least know 100% the island is confirmed, because that's the main article and the interview from the producer himself. So we at least got that out the way. But anyway, guys, thank you so very much for watching. This is Griffin, signing off. To be silent, humble professionals. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.